pour for the queen.
I never do anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, big Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, swag, about tag on, I got it in the bag, man, getting all type of cash, I'm a general truth. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a vision.
Send me calling, ready for war like Korea, headlining shows out in Poland, you should be cleaning my mansion, my peasants disgusting, why don't you act like a Hoffman, and go get to Dustin, yeah. Body goes on these white paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert, gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. The squad goes win, are you pretty like no, no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a vision. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on, I got it in the bag, man, getting all type of cash, I'm a general truth.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Over.
Now a play fake. Rodgers eluding the pressure right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll set up to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action. Now Rodgers out to his left. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, where y'all going? Check.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Box it. Next one. Hey, 50.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. He'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll set up a throw. He finds Hearns left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes our score 17-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Check 26. Go to 50. Check.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the score. And the Bears will extend their lead. That's no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action. Your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watching that, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Bring up.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. David Irving able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So 1:51 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Right now, you got 58. Galley, on left, Galley.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Yo, hey, let's go, come on. We got three, fella. Box it.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton as the first half is winding down, and the Bears add on. McManus's point after is good, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we come upon half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now back to throw. They dump it off, complete to Dorsett. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, right, 1st and 10.
56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Leopard.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, over. Wide, get wide. All right, now, lucky 56.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Hearns brings it in. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, Barney!
10 carry now for Elliott. He can't get him down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught by Hearns. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point up and good by Bailey. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Hester. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Over. Strong right!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Yeah, baby. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he caught it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, 50. Hey. You got three. Three down. Going right. Watch two.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go, come on. Check. Hey, Mike, 50. Wide left.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for the Cowboys. 47 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver where any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now let's go.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he loses the football a second time. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
319.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. jump too quickly.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Hey, boys, got 4. 319. 319.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Inside. Blue 58 on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
Let's go, come on. Scat 300. Scat 300. Hey, we got it. 319. Wide left. Switch. Box it.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up. 3 down.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.